Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a monthly horoscope for May 2022. And this is for you, specially coming from Virgo. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and that magic that's there, your palms. I will read your palms as well. And with all this information, I will do your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. And I will do that. When you pay me USD $50, that's all you need to pay me. And I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. And I'll show you how to activate that magic inside you. That's your soul. We only get the activation very much later in our lives. I'll show you how to accelerate it at whatever age you are. Between the next 10 or 14 days, you will be able to activate the soul and become a special person. We'll talk more about this later. Your first 15 days for you coming from Virgo, they are going to be very, very bad days. And these first 15 days, where your job is concerned, it becomes very insecure. So don't make anything that becomes a trouble between you and your bosses and between you and your colleagues. You have to cotton down and just concentrate and focus on your responsibilities in the first 15 days of May. Otherwise, you create many hidden enemies, firstly, and you create a sense of not being on the same wavelength as people. And that will bring miscommunication, miscalculation. That could be the way that your job becomes very, very insecure in these first 15 days of May. Trying to look for a better job, I can't see any way that you can attempt that. If you do get an offer for another job, look very carefully at the contracts or the whatever you expected to do. It will not be somehow stable. Regarding business, you could make a very bad mistake of making a choice to have a business partner. So you don't want to have a business partner in the first 15 days of May. Tell yourself this is a problem, period. The last thing you want to know is somebody coming with a different point of view. So try to go it alone or try to go it with the partners that you already have. It's going to be very, very tough. Losses can appear very fast. Being cheated can be done very easily against you. So check and double check whatever you are doing in business. Consolidate, which means remain as you are rather than expanding or adding new lines of business. So do all the research in these first 15 days of May for any kind of business advancement. It's not totally safe for you. If you find a new romance, it's going to be a terrible one. Somebody coming into your life going to cause headaches and all kinds of problems for you. So you might as well not accept a new partnership in the form of a new romance in the first 15 days of May. If you show interest, you will attract that person very quickly because opposite poles attract, and you will attract somebody who's opposite to you probably, and you will then regret it. If you already have a romance, things are not going to be very stable. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful that your outlook is not too different from your ongoing romance partnership. And you also have to be careful that you should not stray in any way. Stay away from temptation to see somebody else. And it may be your partner who may stray. So be a detective to see what's happening on one side or the other. And then I want to go to your marriage. So your marriage is going to be a trying affair as well. But luckily, the long-term planets are quite steady. It's the short-term planets in the first 15 days of May creating the trouble. So you may not break off from a marriage, but you could lose all the harmonizing you've been trying to do in this short 15 days of marriage, making you unnecessarily a person who's firstly not on the same wavelength, letting your ego come in the way, and that will destroy the partnership in the sense of togetherness. So be very careful. Be very careful. Regarding your health area, the first 15 days, you coming from Virgo, I worry about your backaches, which are going to be tremendously bad, either through an accident or either through a past problem. So look into your areas of the backaches. The other area I worsen is your glandular problems. If you're a man, the prostate gland and the pancreas and the thyroid gland. If you're a lady listening to me, then it can be the ovaries and also the pancreas and also the thyroid gland. So glandular problems are going bad because Venus is in a very bad state in this first 15 days of May for people who come from Virgo. So look into that area. Now let's go to the last 16 days of May. The last 16 days of May accelerate wonderfully towards the right directions for you. So plan whatever you want in the first 15 days, but don't implement it. Implement it. Get it going in the last 16 days of May. Firstly, where your job is concerned, if you're looking for a new one, it won't be very difficult for you to get even a better one. But if you want to stay on for where you are, try to show your talents as much as you can, your communication skills, your marketing skills, your inventive skills. And you will see that they are going to be noticed. And you will be in demand even where you work. And you may get a better offer or a better status or something better. So you can help your job status a lot in the last 16 days. If you are in business, it's the chance for you to wake up and to get going because this last 16 days, money planets are everywhere. And it's a question of you creating that creativity that you have, that inventiveness that you have to make a plan. And that plan will work in the last 16 days of May beautifully, where job is concerned or where business is concerned as well. So where money is concerned, you have a chance to do extremely well in the last 16 days of May. And if you find a new romance in the last 16 days of May, that would be a good one. Good planets will send you good people. When there's bad planets, they send you bad people. And good planets in last 16 days of May will send you somebody. Make the plan to try and cultivate quickly the interest with a new part, with a new romance. If you already have a romance, that's going to go superbly and nicely and evenly well. You're going to enjoy again the togetherness and the planning for your future. And regarding marriage, long term planners are doing very well, short term planners are doing very well. So you'll be happy in the last 16 days of May, and the plans for the future will be wonderfully made together. So your compatibility becomes perfectly good in the last 16 days. That's when you want to harmonize in the job, business, romance, or marriage area. So that's how you do it. Now, this 90-minute session I talk about, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth and time of birth, and this magic that you have. This magic is all there done by the soul to show you how, year by year, day by day, hour by hour, sometimes, what's happening. And so people like me will use the palm together with your date of birth and time of birth to talk to you about your next 9 years. And so I'll do that for you. And it will cost you just USD $50. That's all. And to be able to activate your soul, I will show you. Most people get it in the very old age. It's given to older people who may be careful of this powerful energy is given to them. But whatever age you are, you come and see me. I will accelerate it for you so that you get it in the next 10 to 14, 15 days. And that's how you start to become very special. Plans start to work. And brain power, action power will be just so easy for you. And your lucky colors and lucky gemstones and lucky days and lucky directions, all these energies accumulated just makes your aura shine. And that begin to shine when you activate your soul and your third eye wakes up and makes you have that intuitiveness, which is very powerful. So there's so much to teach you, and all for just USD $50. So let's get this project off the ground between you and me, and let me make you the special person so that you'll never be ordinary again. That's the way to do it. Yeah. In the meantime, I wish you a good month. Thank you. Goodbye.